Begin seated on your mat, maybe sitting up on top of a blanket so that your legs can have a little bit of release. Your knees can be a little bit lower than your hips. If you want to stack up a couple blankets, that's fine. If you feel fine, just straight on the mat, that's also good. Place your hands on tops of your thighs. Allow your eyes to close and settle into the rhythm of your breathing. Gently draw your shoulder blades back behind you, finding space between the tops of your shoulders and the bottoms of your ears. Lift up to the crown of your head. On every breath in, feel the breath pull down towards your hips. On every exhale, feel the breath rise up alongside your spine and through the crown of your head. And take a deep breath all the way in, fill up all the way to the top. Expand your ribs on all sides, feel your lungs grow. Exhale, side out through your mouth. Once more, just like that. Inhale, deep breath all the way in. Keep your shoulders released behind you. Exhale, let go. Allow your eyes to gently blink open, flutter your eyelids open. Then interlace your fingers and flip out the centers of your palms towards the front of the room. Begin to straighten your arms, arch your back, and then send your chin gently down towards your chest. Deep breath in. And on your exhale, slowly straighten your spine, unwind your arms. Interlace your fingertips the opposite way. Press the insides of your hands up towards the sky. Let your shoulder blades come down. Your gaze can be neutral, straight ahead, and just gently draw in your low ribs. Gentle tension to your low belly. Deep breath in. Exhale, come back down. Interlace your fingertips the opposite way. Press the insides of your hands to the front of the room. Arch your back. Drop your chin down. Deep breath. Exhale to unwind. Come back up. Interlace the opposite way. Insides of hands up towards the sky. Shoulder blades reach down. Deep breath in. Exhale, come down. Interlace your fingertips one last time each way. Inhale, press out. Arch your back. On your exhale, come back. Opposite interlacing, insides of hands towards the sky. Gaze straight ahead, floating ribs pulled in, gentle tension, deep breath. Exhale, come all the way down. Take your hands to the tops of your knees, swimming cat-cow. On your inhale, dip your heart forward, reach your chin forward, come all the way up. And on your exhale, low belly in, arch back, send your gaze down towards your ankles or your belly. Inhale to swim forward again, reaching forward with your heart, shoulder blades on your back. Lift all the way up, arcing with your nose. Exhale, release all the way back. Once more, inhale takes you forward. Exhale draws you all the way back. Find space through the back of your body and then come back up to center. Take your fingertips behind you, so your fingers are facing towards the front. Bend your knees to place your feet in towards the mat, knees bent. Slide your shoulder blades behind you on an inhale, lift your heart high, and on your exhale, start to bring your knees in towards the left. Inhale back to center, let your feet come down. Exhale, pull your knees towards your right shoulder. Inhale to center, heart strong. Exhale, pull to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Once more on each side, maybe even trying to keep your feet up just a little bit, gently tensing your feet. And then return back to center. Keep your knees bent, feet into the mat. Your hands are going to be behind you. Depending on your shoulder structure, your fingers will face behind you or they'll face towards your feet. For me, it's more comfortable for my fingers to be out. On an inhale, press through your hands and your feet to lift up your hips. Your shoulders will be above your wrists. Reverse tabletop. Exhale to slowly lower back down with control. Let your bum touch the ground. Inhale to lift back up. Find full expansion. Reach the tops of your thighs to the front of the room. Exhale to slowly lower. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, lower back down. Last time. Inhale to come up. This time you're going to hold for the exhale. Hold for the inhale. Notice if you're holding onto your glutes, just release just a little bit. And then exhale, lower all the way back down once again. Rock over onto your hands and knees, come to a tabletop position. Spread your fingertips really wide so all your fingers are going in different directions. Make sure there's a straight line from wrist to elbow to shoulder. Your knees are below your hips. On your next breath in, drop your belly, lift up your hips, reach your heart to the front of the room, press your hands, send your gaze up. This is cow pose. On your exhale, round your spine, press your hands to your knees, send your gaze down towards your knees or your belly, cat. Inhale, Reach your heart forward, drop your belly, lift up your hips, gaze upward. And then exhale, take that opposite shape into your cat pose. Once more, each way. Inhale, reach heart forward, hips up and back, gaze up. Exhale, press to cat pose, pressing up through your clothes. And then come just back down to neutral, tabletop position. Extend your right leg behind you, toes into the mat, toes tucked. Press back through your heel, find some extension. Press through your hands, wrap your inside of your elbows towards the front of the room. Press really hard down through the insides of your hands to relieve some of the tension in your wrists. If this feels at all bad, take your blanket and then place it beneath the heels of your hands, or maybe just fold up your mat. Then lift up your right leg behind you. Pull your low belly in and up, still flexing through your toes. Inhale, breath here. On your next exhale, take your knee to your right elbow, bring it forward. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to your right elbow again. Breath in, kick your heel back. Exhale, take your knee to your right elbow. Inhale, extend. And then release your right knee down next to the left. Take a little shimmy in your hips, a little movement in your shoulders perhaps. And then come back to central. Press your left heel back, toes tucked, so your toes are into the mat, pressing back with your heel, just see a little bit of a stretch, maybe through the back of your calf, maybe comes all the way up through your thigh. Readjust your hands if you need. And then on an inhale, lift up your heel so your heel is in line with your shoulders. Inhale here, exhale to take your knee to your left elbow, swinging under, maybe your back comes up a little bit. Inhale, extend outward, press through your heel. Exhale, pull in back, make sure that your low belly isn't starting to sag. Inhale out. Last time to bring your knee towards your left elbow. Breath in to extend, and then release your knee down to the other tabletop position. We'll take another round of cat and cow. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your heart and your hips, gaze up, cow. Exhale, arch your back, pressing up, pressing into your hands. Cat pose, come back down to neutral. Once again, extend your right leg behind you, flex toes. Inhale here, and on your exhale, bring your knee around your body to tap or come close to, reaching towards your right elbow. Extend all the way back, toes down. Exhale to pull all the way around. Inhale, extend back. One last time, exhale to draw all the way around, really using the side of your body. Keep pressing through your left and right hand. Inhale back. Release your right knee down. Take a little shimmy in your hips, a little weight out of your shoulders. Shift back and forth. And then you're going to inhale, extend your left leg behind you. On your exhale, pull around your left knee to the left elbow. Inhale, reach back, flex your toes down. Exhale to pull all the way around, draw everything in while pressing away from the mat. Inhale back. Last time, exhale to pull all the way around. Inhale to extend back, toes down, take your knees down. One more round of cow and cat. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your hips and your heart. And then on your exhale, press up to cat pose, arching your back. Come back down to neutral, and then in whatever way feels best, coming back on your heels, extend your legs out in front of you. Maybe bounce your knees a little bit. You can use your arms for support. It's okay if your legs don't come completely straight. Then using your hands for support, bend your right knee and place your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Flex your left toes up towards the sky. You might need to use your hands to move the flesh away from your thighs, giving yourself a little bit more space. And then reach your heart up. Inhale your arms up. Pivot your torso so it's over your left leg and start to reach your heart towards your toes and your hands. Inhale to come out of the pose about halfway, find length. And on your exhale, keep reaching your chest down towards your thighs. Try to find a flat back. And when it feels like your back starts to round, doesn't matter how far you go, allow your head to be heavy, release the base of your neck, and then drop your right shoulder just a little bit so that it's in line with your left. Keep breathing deeply. Release the grip of your foot or your shin or your thigh. Inhale to come back up. Place your right hand behind you. Your heel of your hand is going to be pretty close into your hips, maybe 6 inches away, fingertips to the back of the room. On your next inhalation, press down through your left foot, come up onto your right shin, reach your left arm up and back, palm down, lift up your hips, stargazer. Deep breath in. And on your exhale, reverse that motion, starting to lower your hips, reaching your hand to the front of the room. Your right knee is still bent. Take your right foot and place it to the inside of your left knee or to the opposite side, depending on how you feel today. Your right hand is still behind you. Inhale, reach your left arm up towards the sky. Start to twist at your belly and place your left arm to the outside of your right thigh. Inhale, grow up along through your spine. And on your exhale, gently twist a little bit further using the resistance of your left arm against your right leg. See if you can still find some space through your shoulders, almost like you're working to get cow pose in your shoulders. If you favor sitting onto one sit bone over the other, see if you can reduce that difference and find balance between the two. Inhale to take your head back to center. Gently unwind. Take a little counter twist, rocking onto your left hip. Allow your hands to support you. Come back up. Uncross your right leg. Place your right foot into your left thigh. Once again, we're going to take stargazer pose once more. Hand behind you, fingertips back. Inhale to come up onto your right shin, left toes, reach your left arm up and back. Open your heart, deep breath in. Exhale, lower all the way down. Then extend your right leg out in front of you. Pull your left foot in towards your right thigh. Flex your right toes towards your face. Again, if you need to adjust yourself, go for that. Inhale, reach your arms up, pivot over your right leg, and then reach your heart for your toes, your fingers for your foot. Doesn't matter if that's where you reach or not. Inhale, come out about halfway. Find length in your spine, and on your exhale, reach your chest back down towards your thigh. Keep a tiny bend in your knee, even if your leg can come all the way straight. Find your edge where your back is just about to start to curve. Release the base of your neck. Let your head be heavy. Shoulders in line with each other. Find the tiniest bit of movement on every exhale. When you're ready, on your next inhalation, release your foot. Come all the way back up to seated. This time, left hand behind your left hip, about 6 inches, fingers to the back of the room. Inhale to sweep your right arm around and up. Come onto your left shin, onto your right foot. Stargazer, lift up your hips. And exhale, lower all the way back down. Keeping your left knee bent, you're going to place your foot into the mat of your left knee. It'll be on the inside or outside of your right knee. It's totally up to you. The deeper twist will be placing your foot to the outside of your knee. Left hand behind you, just like in Stargazer. Inhale to reach your right arm up towards the sky. Twist at your belly. Back of your right arm to the back of your left leg. Inhale, grow long through the crown of your head. Find length first. And then on your exhale, begin to twist. You need all of that space in order to get a deep, safe twist. Once again, find balance between your two sit bones. Find cow in your chest, opening your heart even as you're twisting. Maybe even send your gaze all the way to the left corner of your eyes. Inhale brings your head back to center, then gently unwind your body, counter twist over onto the right side, rock over onto your right hip. And come back up, keeping your left knee bent. You're going to place your left foot into your right thigh. Once again, we're going to take Stargazer. Second time on this side, left hand behind you. Inhale to sweep your right arm out and up. Press down through your left hand, through your right foot. Come up onto your left shin. And exhale, lower all the way. Let both legs come out in front of you. Take your hands behind you and just give your knees a little bounce, a little dance. Loosen up, maybe rock your hips side to side, knocking your feet side to side. Perfect. Then, using your hands to support you, start to bring your feet in close to you with your knees up. Allow your knees to fall wide so that the soles of your feet are touching. Bring your hands in closer to you, fingers towards the front, tenting up your fingers. Press through your fingers to lift up your hips, and then walk your hips a little bit closer towards your heels. Take your hands towards the outsides of both of your feet. Inhale, reach up tall through the crown of your head, shoulder blades on your back, and then keeping this length on your exhale, start to tilt forward. Again, find that place where your back starts to round, and then back out of it, and stay at the place where your back is straight. It might mean you don't bend very far forward, and that's fine. If you need additional stretch, use the outsides of your elbows to press down through the insides of your calves. Breathe. On every inhale, you lengthen. On every exhale, you sink a little more deeply. See if you can let go of any of the tension through the insides of your legs. Notice if you're holding on to tension in other parts of your body that aren't a part of this pose. Come back to your breath. And on your next inhale, Slowly lift your way back up. Take your hands behind you. Pick up your hips and set your hips back a little bit so you've got a wider diamond. Take your hands to the backs of your knees and then close up your knees together like a book. Take your hands to the backs of your thighs and then slowly rounding all the way down, one vertebra at a time, as slow as you can possibly go. Begin to lower your back onto the mat. Use your hands for support. Slide your shoulder blades behind you. Release all the way down. And once you've hit the mat, pull your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your knees, rock a little bit left to right. And then come back to center, keeping your arms wrapped around your shins, your ankles alongside each other, knees right next to each other. Pull your knees close into your chest while you're pressing your shins up into your arms or into your hands. So you've got opposing motions, really have all of this activity going on. Then keep the activity in your arms, release the activity in your legs, and gently draw your knees in a little bit closer to your body. Okay, now release that. Reach through the centers of your knees so you can grasp the outsides of your feet if that's accessible. If not, the insides, wherever you can get to. Maybe you're just touching your calves. Happy baby pose. Rock a little bit from left to right. Maybe start to straighten one leg and straighten the other. Just take any organic movements that feel right here. Then release your feet. Pull your knees into your chest once more. Ankles alongside each other, feet alongside each other. Pull your forehead up towards your knees. Pull everything in a tiny ball. Take the deepest breath you possibly can. And then sip in a tiny little bit more air. On your next exhale, totally release. Let your legs come out alongside you, your arms along your body. Slide your shoulder blades down your back. The last pose of this class, Shavasana. If you feel like you're holding on to any tension anywhere, find some wiggles. If your hips feel like they're tight, just find a little movement side to side. If your wrists feel like they've still got something holding on, you can move your fingertips or move your wrists. A few more breaths to make any more adjustments you need, hair, clothing, other places of tension in your body. Then allow your eyes to shut. Begin to soften all the muscles in your body. Return to the rhythm of your breath. Namaste.